By the end of this video, you're gonna know the easiest way to get started with dropshipping in 2023, and best of all, this method requires $0. And if you failed at dropshipping before in the past, or you're just getting started and don't know where to start, it's probably because you haven't followed this 5-step system that I'm about to share with you that is going to take you from spending $0, getting started, finding a product, being able to advertise that product and get a ton of sales literally overnight. Because by far the biggest mistake that I see beginning dropshippers make is that they spend a ton of money on ads, spend a ton of money on products, and that ends up making them actually less successful because they don't actually go through and do the market research required to have a winning product on dropshipping. That being said, if you want to be better at dropshipping, making money online, or affiliate marketing, please make sure you smash the subscribe button because I literally upload a video about this all the time. Step number 1 is you need to identify the actual demographic that you're trying to go after and who you're trying to sell something to. Most people start with step number 1 being you need to find a winning product, but that couldn't be further from the truth, and this is why so many people fail, because they create an endless amount of stores, all of them advertising a new product. And if you really look at the best e-commerce brands, they don't sell one product. In fact, they sell multiple products. And if you really want to make money from dropshipping, the best way to be able to do it is selling one product and then having upsells and having order bumps and having a ton of other things. So instead of having an average order value of just $10, it could be $30 or it could be $100. And the way that you're going to be able to do this is by first identifying who you're going to be going after. Because if you don't know who you're going to be going after, you don't know where to find them. And that's why you end up spending a ton of money on ads and actually get no results, and you don't know if it was the product that sucked, if it was the ad that sucked, you don't know what it was. So please make sure you start with number 1, which is knowing what audience you're trying to go after. The second thing you need to figure out is whether or not they're on TikTok or if they're on Facebook. And the way that you're going to figure this out, and by the way, you shouldn't be looking on Instagram, you shouldn't be looking on Youre, you shouldn't be looking on YouTube, Reddit, all of these different things. The 2 best platforms for dropshipping right now are TikTok and are also Facebook. I would put the third there as YouTube. I know I just said that YouTube is kind of worthless, but YouTube would be the third there. You do not want to be focusing on Instagram. I can assure you of that. That being said, you need to find out which one of these platforms your audience is actually on, and then what you need to do is figure out how you're going to reach them, aka what kind of content you're going to create. And the way that you do this is by doing a search for whatever the audience is, and you need to figure out a few different things about them. 1, what kind of content are they watching? The way that you're going to be able to do this is put yourself in the audience's shoes. Do a search like they would, begin interacting with that stuff, and then it's going to change the Reels feed or the For You page or your YouTube feed, and it's going to show you the exact posts that are being recommended to that audience. And then what you need to do here, you need to create an account and you need to begin building an audience against whatever audience you're trying to go after. The reason being is because, like I shared with you earlier, you don't want to be on an endless cycle of spending money on ads. You don't want to be on an endless cycle of trying to figure out whether it was the product that was bad or if it was the ad that was bad, which is exactly why I want you to begin posting on social media organically. Do not spend $1, and you need to be building up an audience, because this is going to teach you 2 things. 1, what types of videos they actually interact with, and 2, it's going to allow you to build an audience so that you could build an email list so that you could sell these people multiple things. A few niches that I really like right now: dog owners, cat owners, astrology buffs, fitness people. All of those niches are great because it's super simple to be able to create a product that actually serves a need within those or a want within those, and it's going to help you get more sales. And these people are really easy to target, which is going to be one of the later steps. Now, the next step before we get into how to skyrocket your sales is you need to figure out 2 to 3 products that you're actually going to be selling to these individuals. The reason that I tell you 2 to 3 is because you're going to have to create content around these products, and one of them is going to work better than the others. That's just how it's going to work. But you want to have 2 to 3 so that, again, like I shared earlier, you can have an order bump and you can have an upsell, because you don't want to just sell somebody one thing. When somebody's in the mood to buy something, you need to be selling them multiple things, which is exactly why I strongly suggest you have 2 to 3 products. Now you can create content about all 2 to 3 products, figure out which one works best, and then what you're going to be able to do is, like I said, sell those other products to these individuals, because the sale doesn't just stop at the first sale. You need to be selling multiple things to these people so that as you acquire a bigger customer list, your return customer actually increases, and this allows you to make more money, because you know what the cheapest customer you could possibly get is? A return customer, because it costs $0 to be able to reach them again. Now, the 5th and final step that you need to make sure that you're doing is you need to begin creating content around whatever product you're trying to sell, and it needs to be similar to what has worked before in that niche. Again, you've already done the research. You know what kind of posts work in this niche, so you need to go and look at those product related videos, see what kind of format it was in, begin creating content like that, and then once you have something work, you need to do a few things. First, you need to double down on it. The second thing you need to do, you need to begin promoting that post, whether it be on Facebook or whether it be on TikTok, against that audience, as this is going to allow you to skyrocket skyrocket your ROI on this product. Why? Because you're now going to have a winning ad, you're going to have a winning product, and you're going to be able to put infinite amount of dollars behind it because you also have an order bump and an upsell, which is going to allow you, again, like I shared with you earlier, to instead of having a $10 average cart value, have it be 20. And then guess what that means? You could spend more money on ads, and the person that could spend more money on ads is going to get more business, is going to build a bigger business, and ultimately it's going to put more profit back in your pocket. Now, if you came to the conclusion that your audience is on TikTok, you're probably wondering how you could go viral on TikTok, which is exactly why I created this video here that I strongly suggest you check out right now, because it's going to tell you the 3 viral components that every TikTok video has so that you can implement them into your product video and ultimately make your product go viral.